here's our little pal, Anthony Urbante, who from New York's going to get a chance to ask Joe a question. Anthony, take it away, pal.
Thank you.
Did you give me my ring back, by the way?
Yeah, he took the ring.
Yeah.
All right.
It's back. Out of all your years managing for the Yankees, which was the most gratifying for you personally?
Well, probably 96, my first year. It was, we were the underdogs, so it was a lot more fun to go in there and lose the first two games to the world champs, the Atlanta Braves. They had won the World Series in 95, and lose the first two games at home to the Braves. I mean, got annihilated. Annihilated.
And then having Steinbrenner all over you.
Well,
don't worry, George. We're going to win 3 straight in Atlanta, I promise.
Well, you could tell you how goofy I was. I just wanted to get to the postseason and then get to the World Series, and I was going to enjoy the ride. And George came in after Game 1, right before Game 2, actually. He said, "This is a must game." Well, I was very respectful. I said, "No kidding." I said, "But George, we may lose tonight," and I felt that way because we hadn't played in 8 days.
They had a long layoff, right?
We had a long layoff because we beat Baltimore in 5 games.
And they had to play a 7-game series.
And the Braves and the Cardinals played a 7-game series, and then opening day of the World Series was rained out. So we didn't start till Sunday. And I said, "George, we're a little flat." I said, "Maddox is pitching tonight. We may get beat." And I said, "But we'll go to Atlanta. We'll win 3 there, and then I'll come back and win it for you on Saturday night." And I walked out of the office. That's exactly what happened. But I just, it got me a contract, but I certainly didn't do that. But 96 to win Game 3, which I was probably proudest of that decision in scheduling David Cohen to pitch in Game 3, because he was the only one on my staff that had pitched in Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta, and because that could be intimidating because the ball would fly out of there.
Right.
So I felt Coney would be the best guy to do that. And, he pitched a great game for us. So we won, got on track, and then, of course, that crazy game, we were down 6-0 in the 4th game, and Jimmy Leyritz, after we cut the lead in half, Jimmy Leyritz hits a 3-run home run off Wallers, and then we win an extra innings, and then Andy Pettit pitches a gem, 1-0 in Game 5, and then between Game 5 and 6, my brother Frank gets a heart transplant. So I mean, memorable, yeah. There was a lot of stuff going on, and then coming into the show about Charlie Hayes squeezing that last pop-up to win the World Series was pretty special.
Don't forget Javier Lopez, bases loaded, hit that little pop-up on a 3-2 pitch in Game 3. Didn't Lopez get up there for the Braves and 2-0 down in that? Because I know Cohen's always told me about that. He hung a slider and Javi hit a pop-up in that situation.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. He doesn't hit a pop-up there, hits a ball up the alley, up the gap, you might lose that series.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you how smart I am, because I get into Game 5, and I'm saying to Zimmer, I said, "I want Pettit to pitch the 9th inning." He says, "Well, that's fine. And don't forget, we're in Atlanta where you have no DH. So Duncan gets on base, and I hate the fact that he got on base, because now it's looming here what's happening. And I sent Duncan. I said, "Well, go ahead, go run and get thrown out." He makes second base, and now they walk Leyritz, and now I have Pettit hitting with the bases loaded. I mean, with first and second with a 1-run lead in the top of the 9th inning, and I let him hit because I wanted him to hit, basically because Chipper Jones was a much better, at that time, left-hand hitter than right-hand hitter.
Right.
And then McGriff was the second hitter, so I wanted him to face them because I felt at that point 1-0 was enough and it was going to have to hold up. So Pettit hitting with 2 men on base, people are screaming from the stands at me. Little did I know until later on that my wife is sitting next to Laura Pettit, and Laura Pettit's going, "What's he doing? What's he doing? He's never done this before." I said, "Oh, God, find that out." But it starts out the bottom of the 9th inning. What does Chipper Jones do? He hits a double.
Right.
So that's how smart I am. And then, he gets McGriff on a grounder. He gets to third base. I bring in Wetland. And, again, Javi hits a one-hopper to third base for the second out. And
then Polona hits the ball at the
right center field.
Right.